I was reminded recently of a couple of short pieces that I wrote responding to an article that I read on cosmology. I just saw another one this morning, something about cosmology has this problem because the Hubble constant is confused about how the universe is expanding. And I always think, expanding into what? The flight of the turtle and a flight of fancy. A turtle of truly gargantuan proportion carries the world on its back, swimming in an endless sea. Smart people once believed, or at least found it sufficiently explanatory to not disbelieve it. The Earth in this case would be a flat plane, or a decurved surface, or a flat surface nonetheless, with edges beyond which there be monsters, and of course the turtle. Then our world was seen to be a ball, molten metal and magma, covered with a thin skin of cooled rock, flying in great, almost circular ellipses around a star of gargantuan proportion, flying among other balls of molten rock and liquid gases. This star around which our planet flies with its planetary brethren is but a minor one in the midst of many billions flying together in no special place or way among them. And this bit of empty space dotted by millions of stars, trillions and upon trillions of miles apart, makes an apparent collection of stars that we call a galaxy. But it is really almost all empty space, only a little less empty than the emptiness beyond. And these galaxies, of which there are billions, are spread almost at random throughout the universe of empty space. It once ended here, and so I presumed that this universe must be on the back of an even larger turtle swimming in an even larger, more endless, and more imponderable sea. Today we have the speculation that our universe is but one bubble in a foam of universes, each one with no necessary commonality with any other. Billions upon billions of universes, a place where a billion to the billionth power is like the number one. Time is part of our universe and need not be part of another. It could be said that in our bit of foam, a physical constant from our universe, Planck time, equaling 10 to the minus 43 seconds, and the suggested age of the universe, 13.7 billion years, would be happening within the same moment. And I presume that this foam is on the back of a still larger turtle now flying, having grown beyond the endless sea and containing the endless sea and hollows on its back, in which swim a billion to the billionth power turtles, and is still only a point singularity, the number one contained in an endless and durationless moment. And the other one, the universe around us. There are only two reasonable explanations. Either there are infinite universes, or some designer with essentially infinite processing capacity ordered up this one. Neither explanation deals with the resulting infinite regression to first causes, but the former is fundamentally the more parsimonious and agrees with at least the behavior of this universe as we presently understand it. Further, time must either not exist outside of a construction like our universe, or what we recognize as time could have very different properties outside of our universe. Aside from some rather odd assertions, it's pretty clear that we and something that we call our universe exist. The implication of this is that we are somewhere. In human logical terms, that would mean that there must be a somewhere else. This here and there idea is clearly not so simple, but still has powerful appeal. We are limited in language to existing words, or at least conceptions that can be generated by those words in combination. And so, when using the words space and time, I can only be referring to the way such things manifest in my very local experience. All the suggestions of cosmology are that our personal perceptions are woefully inadequate. It is the most likely case that time and space are peculiar to the universe that spawned us. There is apparently no reason to assume that another universe would have any qualities similar to this one. All of our old standbys, atomic structure and matter, fundamental forces, duration, distance mechanics, none of them would have to be of similar form in another universe. We will most likely never be able to empirically demonstrate these conjectures. The energies that we can generate may get some speck of matter, whatever that is, to conditions resembling the first instance of this universe, whatever that means. But it is exceedingly unlikely that we will command energies that can take us out of this one into another. But we can guess that it would be the ultimate in foreign travel. And of course, another universe could be totally disruptive of any organization, not its own. Perhaps we might think of such an intrusion to be a tiny, tiny little, like sprinkling water onto a red-hot stove. Or, alternately, could go utterly unnoticed.